Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Here we are with our story of today. What will be the story of today? Have you have do you have any guesses, any clues of what it might be? Or I go rambling just in one instance. You don't need some scenario to pitch me, to feed me, in order to so that I will be able to produce something coherent. It's all about incoherency and impromptu style of things, and probably today I decided just on the backsides of my mind, I decided arbitrarily to compose something like ice women are oriented because we have the dates around this time, the time just in between maybe not particular dates on which people do ice swimming, but predominantly around this timeline or these marks of time they do those activities because it's called ice swimming, and it's supposed to be for ice swimmers, which I don't know the native name for, and I just figured that out. And I checked later in a dictionary, not native dictionary, and it says ice swimming. I like actually ice swimming. It goes well with whatever context, and let it be winter. What else? It says ice hole plunging, ice hole plunging. Ice swimming goes well with whatever. I will call it ice swimming. And those ice swimmers, people that plunge in their icy hole dug in the ice on an open river. They arrange particular locations and they step into water, and the ice is removed, the upper layer to the water, and they step there and they say "ah," and they say even more. Oh my god, so crazy for me. To me, again, to my perception, because I've never ever considered this thought for real. Take an opportunity to plunge in the icy hole or swim in the icy waters, because I only swam in the bathtub, in the bath, and being home as a kid. Happy years of my childhood. So many countless number of days that I spent laying in the bath with hot water, accompanied with my granny, not my granny laying along with me, but my parents being in the apartment at our place. My granny was in our apartment, and I was there laying in the bath, and that was really happiness years. If I were asked right now what were my happiest years, I would say 80s. Maybe not for the entire life, but so far those 80s, because I cared about nothing. I was well nourished, well groomed, taken care of, was having good life and good conditions and good attitudes, and despite some discrepancies, I did have happy times. Maybe they were ahead of me, the happiest times, but so far I'm talking about by now, and so I didn't do any ice jumping, ice swimming, and I will not do ice swimming because of being fearful of, I don't know, lower temperatures. Maybe not fearful, but it's too much for me. Too much. I'm not just covered, or maybe not like person that intentionally reduces the load on whatever field that might be related, whatever field might be related of my life, field of my life. I mean, and I'm not seeking for easy ways to go, but still I dodge those harsh activities. Some people use those tricks to show how cool they are. I mean, literally maybe not so cool in terms of brave, but cool meaning cold. When they dive into icy waters, the skin becomes like ice, and that's why they're cool. Cool guys, cool gals. I don't mind about them being there, but it's not just for me. And I almost forgot today to initiate my speaking practice because of being distracted with something else, and now as my affairs, those ones what I followed, finalized, I can move on whatever else, and we can move on our American English. And actually I'm considering a strategy to try to, like, the better way of learning when you do this from a good tutor and for free, and then you will spontaneously out of all of a sudden probably would have your desire to say thanks to that person who guided you on that way, and that would be me probably. And just like that, at no pay, at no cost, just completely for free, giving random people opportunities to get the idea how to correctly advance their English, to keep up the level, to not lower their bars too low, follow, just practice the level that they have, and be in constant practice, not lowering their load in terms of English, and because it needs to be groomed and taken care of in order to stay at a particular level, or even to grow, and that may be continuous and endless process. If you get that idea well, get it right, and you follow, then you will have those results. And maybe what? Like, if I suggest for particular people to get that thing for free, not paying me not even 1 cent, maybe they will after that want to pay me following their own will. Maybe it doesn't work at all, because English teachers, I know English teachers, it's like a side note. It's not something big out of this idea, because English language is not the field for growing millions and billions. And I just want to give other people an exposure of how to practice American English, and that's it. That would be complete fulfillment of my dreams if they get it right, if they get it even for free, because this field of education needs to be free. If people don't have money to pay for that, maybe some other people who will come on a program will pay and cover their expenses from their side to me, paying for themselves and for that people that couldn't take the opportunity to pay me because of having no money or not having enough money. Maybe this circle works. Maybe I want to check that, and because I checked several years ago, it didn't work, even for little amount of money, because people get bored when they see ads saying like 100 of national currency, whatever units for 1 hour of practicing. It sounds boring, it sounds demotivating, it sounds particularly lame and self-humiliating for me as a tutor, not a tutor, for a guide, as a guide in the first place. I don't want to be paid so little so that I couldn't even name the amount of money for what amount of money I might be considering the idea of doing that as a paid thing on a regular basis. I would rather to provide that for free, and maybe randomly I would expect something back. That would be better than oblige all people to pay a little for the program. If I give everyone the knowledge that I know and the people that have their doubtless opportunity to pay to cover those expenses, they are willing to pay me. That's the highest reward I might be given, and I'm not expecting everyone to do that. It's better to get paid from only several sources, but constantly and independently, and those core sources might be picked out of all volume of people randomly at any particular at each point of time, randomly, not just solid and not changeable group of people, just being in constant flux. That group is in constant flux, and that will suit me. We'll see, and so I have to say that I'm not planning, I'm not considering that as a thing of my life. I just want to give knowledge and the exposure for free. That's why it doesn't go well with the idea of working. It's not a working process for me. It's not working. It's just giving something for free. Maybe somewhere or at some points I'll be given something back, not necessarily money, but opportunities, feedbacks, recommendations, and other perks, and I'll be infinitely happy seeing that happening in my way. And I hope you get the idea. Maybe it's not obligatory from people's side to pay. If you can, you pay. If you don't, if you cannot pay, just don't pay. Just get it for free, because it's my joy, it's my pleasure to provide. I'll try. Maybe I have to thanks God we have lights here and heating Thanks God, thanks God, thanks God again. Guys, that's it for today. Practice your English. Whatever level you have is good. It already counts. And if you want to be more like in the picture what's cooking here, then drop me a line in my comment section below, and I'll be with you if you want. So be good. I got all. As soon as I get something good for you, I'll be with you again. Pleasure. See you around very soon. Practice that. Be good.